What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video at JDH Aquatics, where we talk about anything aquariums related in my apartment. Today we got a new tank, so we're going to talk about it. So I've actually had this tank for about a week now, and I did not plan on getting another aquarium. As you guys know, behind the camera I do have the 30-gallon long that is empty without water, and a couple of people on my TikTok especially are kind of upset that I haven't set the tank up yet. And just to explain myself further, I'm moving in a couple of months. There's no point in me setting up these tanks and then breaking them down in just a matter of weeks. So I know some people suggested, get the bacteria going. I get that, but we have two aquariums behind me that's got rock and filter material that's been getting cultured with this bacteria. So I don't think we're short of any beneficial bacteria. We're just gonna leave the tanks empty for now until we move. Once we move, the new reef corner is going to get set up and we're going to have all these awesome tanks to play with. A little backstory on this aquarium in particular. The reason why we have it is because it was sent to us from a company. If you guys are familiar with the YouTube channel Fragbox or the company Reef Casa, this is a Reef Casa Pico aquarium. This is one of their desktop setups. It is an all-in-one. It's got this nice little cover on the back, which we'll take off, but it's an all-in-one aquarium. And it did come with a couple different accessories, which is part of their saltwater kit. So we'll go over everything that came with the tank along with the specifications of the aquarium. But they did reach out to me and asked if I was okay with them sending me an aquarium to make some content on. And I jumped at the opportunity because I thought that was so cool, being sent an aquarium. That's like a dream. And even better, this is a rimless black silicone all-in-one. It came with a light, so very sweet setup. Very appreciative to Reef Casa and Fragbox, of course. So if you guys want to go check them out on socials as well, then be sure to do that, as well as the Reef Casa website. But that is what the aquarium is. It's a Reef Casa 6-gallon Pico, and yeah, let's go over the specifications right now. This tank is kind of hard to film with the tripod setup that I have and what the tank is actually sitting on, but we're gonna have to make it work. So the specifications of the aquarium, it's a 15 by 16 inch tank. So from left to right or lengthwise, it is 16 inches. Front to back, it is 15. And then tall, it's 7 inches. So they've got two variations of this aquarium. They have the 6 or the 10 gallon. And the 10 gallon is 11 inches, so it sits, I guess, 4 inches taller, which creates another 4 gallons. But this is their shallow version, which I thought would make for a very cool scape, whether we do that for a frag tank or a center scape poking out of the top of the water, something like that. I think it's a very cool dimension. As stated, it is a rimless aquarium with black silicone, so it does match the Innovative Marine and Fiji Cube that I have. Those all have black silicone as well, so very cohesive with the other tanks that I have. It is also an all-in-one, so it's got these chambers in the back to hide the return pump, the heater, and any other equipment that we want to stick back here. It's got a nice leveling mat on the bottom, and of course, lastly, the light that it comes with. There's other goodies that came with this tank, which we'll go over here shortly, but the light I think is the biggest and possibly the most expensive one. It's an Aquanite fixture, so it's similar to the lights that we already have over the 30-gallon long right now, but it is definitely upgraded. It's got more adjustability, and I think it's got more controllability in terms of dimming and different kind of light settings for the hours of the day. So very cool there. My guess is that this fixture is anywhere from 30 to 50 watts. So it's definitely gonna grow your softies, LPS, and possibly entry-level SPS. So definitely a good light for this size aquarium. It also does come with this nice little cover. It goes on top of the all-in-one chamber to hide everything, but nice little piece there. Let's go ahead and jump into the supplies and the equipment that actually came with the Reef Casa. So of course, aside from the light, we do get some more equipment that comes with the Reef Casa. The biggest one is going to be the return pump. Now this does come with a standard pump that every Reef Casa is gonna get. They also sent their DC return pump, which is an upgrade that you can do when you order the tank. And I don't think it's adjustable, but it is probably gonna be a higher gallon per hour, so just a stronger pump. Now, I would say my favorite piece of equipment that was sent is the Reef Casa heater that they put together here, which we're just gonna open it. Sorry if this is loud on the microphone. But as you guys can see, you might be able to tell, this is a cobalt heater, which I don't know if it tells you. Oh, okay, so it's a 25 watt cobalt heater, which isn't the strongest wattage for a heater, but for a 6-gallon, that should be perfect. Cobalt is a great brand. It's the heater that we have in the 38-gallon. I think that one's 150 watts, so a little bit more than that guy, but definitely a good heater. And like I said, for the 6-gallon, it should heat it up perfectly and be reliable. And the last little goodie that they sent, which I think is worth noting, is their random flow generator. It's their little return nozzle, which you guys might be able to see there, which replaces this guy here. So I think with the upgraded return pump and the random flow generator, that should be some good flow for this aquarium. We may need to add a surface skimmer or some sort of pump to add some more flow to this tank, but that should be enough with those two pieces. There's also some more, I guess, supplies that they sent, like some filter floss. There's some tubing for, you know, the return pump and other bits and pieces here and there. But for the most part, that is all the stuff that you get with the Reef Casa along with their saltwater kit. I'm not exactly sure what we're gonna do with this tank. Like I said, I kind of plan on setting up all of the new aquariums with this new reef corner with softies and then slightly a little bit of a mixed reef with some LPS. But for the most part, I want to just be able to streamline all the tanks the same, pretty much the same parameters, and be able to just swap out corals here and there throughout the aquariums. But for this tank in particular, since it is a Pico and it's so small and kind of unique on its own, I think we might do something different with this guy. I've had the idea of making it into a frag tank, and I know it's quite small to do, but we don't have a lot of frags to begin with. Most of them are in the 20-gallon behind me, but I think if we spread them out over just a nice little frag rack, it should be a good frag tank. But if you guys have any other suggestions, then please let me know in the comments down below. I know some of you guys wanted to see this set up as a NEM only tank, at least from what I saw on my TikTok. And we do have the capabilities to do pretty much anything in this tank as long as we keep up with the husbandry, of course. But the other question too is, you know, do we do bare bottom or should we add sand? I think if we did a frag tank, we'd probably do bare bottom just to keep it clean and simple. But this tank would look awesome with a nice little center scape in the middle poking out of the top. Or, I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Not much more equipment we're probably going to buy for this. We do have another surface skimmer that we could add to this tank if we need more flow. But we've got heating down, the lighting down, filtration. We're not going to add an ATO to this tank. It's just going to be a simple top it off once a day with a nice little jug. And yeah, scaping it should be super simple and easy. So I'm really excited to get this thing wet. Again, I know you guys are eager to see these tanks set up, and I promise you I want to get them set up as much as you guys do. But it's just not the right time. Got to learn some patience and to just wait it out so that we can really have a solid setup when the time is right. So a couple more months, we're going to be moving. We've got this tank along with the 30-gallon long to set up, and then we'll be doing something different with a 38-gallon and definitely something different for the 20-gallon. So all these tanks are getting switched up. Please let me know what you guys think in the comments, because doing this partly for you as well. I know you guys like to see these tanks, so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, you can DM me on my Instagram. The links are also in the description below for my socials. But I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.